Hey guys, good morning. This is New York Dan. I'm coming at you from Cape May, New Jersey today. That's right. I am on vacation. A lot of you may know that because you've been following my channel. Turns out I was kind of caught off guard. I didn't think any drama would happen or anything major with Sarasota Tim while I was away on my trip here. Figured Miss Tammy's there. I already covered. They went out to California. Then they came back to Vegas. I figured they would just be staying in that micro light, that, what is it called? Flagstaff? The FKRB, fancy kitchen, romantic bedroom. I figured they would be hanging out in there and enjoying living in Utah, which Tim's been boasting about how great Utah is, apparently because it's at a higher elevation, it's a little further north. It temperatures are supposed to be more bearable. And I hear they got a mean laundromat in that town too. So, yeah, I've been doing my videos and being on vacation here, and I haven't had a lot of time to follow along with him. I finally caught up and watched some stuff recently. I've just been keeping an eye on it. And I saw he went out to California again, apparently. This time he rented a Malibu, a Chevy. At least the car was painted white. That should help with the temps. Um, so he did the second road trip apparently, and it was very, very quick. He's already back from it. That's how fast That's how fast that happened. I think he just did it over the weekend. He probably got a good deal on the rental, like one of those weekend rental car deals. I drove my own car here to Cape May, and I'm having a blast. The weather's been great. Yeah, granted, today it's been getting very hot. Just the last couple days, it's been creeping up. We're getting some of that massive heat from the middle of the country. But I'll tell you what, I was just working on this at the hotel. I made a playlist of my entire trip, and I'm going to put it in the description. I believe that's where it will work. I haven't really done this before. I'm kind of new to a lot of this stuff. So you could check that playlist out if you want to see about Cape May, New Jersey, where people are actually going on vacation there because the weather's nice and there's a lot of really cool stuff to do. Now, why Tim is going on vacation, or, well, he's on vacation all the time because he's retired, but why is he in the middle of the heat dome? He had to go out west. I just don't understand this. So I think the plan was he was going to try to entice Miss Tammy into staying in that trailer in Utah, right? I figured they'd be there for he was saying at least the summer. He said, I'm now one of these guys that's like a snowbird. I leave Florida, I get away from the heat during the summer, and then we'll go back there maybe in the winter. Well, something must have happened because now I was caught off guard. I just saw on this video, I think from today, he was saying he's getting the damn Flagstaff trailer hitched up and he's preparing for the road trip back to Florida. I can't even believe this. I can't even believe it. How many days? Miss Tammy barely stayed overnight in that trailer. What's it been? One night? Before that, it was all hotels. This trailer is supposed to be luxury living. I don't understand why they're not there. They're not staying there longer, enjoying the trailer. Why not go to some of the parks around there? It's in Yosemite in that area. Do some trips up north in that area. See the West. Well, it's not going to happen. Apparently, Miss T put the brakes on this Western living, the plans. She put the brakes on them. Now, he's really being screwed over here because you got this heat dome going on. He says he's worried about the truck. He's driving his own truck now, and plus, if you're pulling a trailer, that's going to put a big load on the cooling system. So now he's got to drive this thing. They're in the middle of the heat wave. Said he's going to get up super early. He's going to take off, guesses even when it's dark out, super early in the morning, drive while it's cool. The problem is, so how long does it really stay cool? Even where I am, yeah, if you get up at 5 a.m., it might be somewhat cool, but by the time that sun starts blazing, about 9 a.m., 9:30, you already have a major heat wave going on. It's just crazy. That's some strong brew, triple caffeine, souped it up. I think it has Red Bull in it. So, what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to be following this thing and I'm going to be doing updates. I'm curious. I'm on the edge of my seat to see how this trip is going to go, how the truck's going to perform. There's so many things going on here. Apparently, like I was saying, based on his video today, and then he hasn't posted anything the rest of the day, right? Actually, that would be yesterday. Early this morning here, nothing's up. I think he's been working all evening, all night, hooking the Flagstaff up, getting everything ready. Supposedly, he might be leaving this morning to start on this trip. He's going back to Florida. Amazingly enough, they're in the hottest part of the summer. He's going back to Florida. Go figure. Now, guys, this is so crazy. I'm going to try to do something. This is going to be hard to pull off. I have an idea already. I'm going to do a tribute song about this road trip back to Florida, or about this tale where with Utah and the whole bit. I got some ideas, okay? I was thinking about it. I wrote down a couple notes here, and I'm going to try to pull this off, right? I've done karaoke on cruise ships and stuff. I do a lot of karaoke. I think I may be able to do it. Subscribe to the channel. You're going to see it. As soon as I do it, I'm going to post it. Even if it comes out bad, I'm going to post it. If you want to see that, subscribe to it. Absolutely free. And the thing is, now I'm on this trip. To do this right with my computer at home, I'm probably going to need that in order to pull this off. So hopefully I can get that done soon, in the next day. Let's try to do that. You'll watch my channel. It'll come out in the next day. I'm going to try to do it for you. Now, yeah, this thing, we'll see. We'll see if I can pull it off. By the way, I'm going to be going on cruises. I'm going on Carnival Venezia excuse me, that coffee's maybe too much of a kick. It's going from Manhattan down to the Caribbean. This is a long cruise that's coming right up. I'm going to be live streaming from that cruise. I'm going to do a playlist of the whole cruise. As I'm on the cruise, I'm going to be posting. I have high-speed internet package. This should be good. So, anyway, Tim's he's got to say goodbye to these guys out there. Johnny Vegas, Appleseed Tim, all these guys he was talking about. I don't know. Other people are saying, I checked. I actually saw a grifter put a thing up. I was just curious if there was any more information about if Tim was going right back today, what was happening. The grifter said Tim's got a lot of friends in Las Vegas now, and he's like, he should think about it, is he making the right decision? It's a tough call. You know what, though? The thing is, I'm telling you, it's a tough call. It really is, because if you are living by yourself and you have a lot of freedom, but then if you don't have a girlfriend, it can be lonely. So it's a double-edged sword. So I guess he's thinking, go back with Miss Tammy to Florida. And here's the thing. I heard him mention that they were considering moving in to, it's called the Villages. Now, that is a high-end community. Gotta wet my whistle here. Too early in the morning. The Villages in Florida, I don't know if you guys know, but that's an extremely conservative retirement, almost like a town. It's almost like a mecca of condos. And they have a ton of activities. They have like entertainment. Everyone drives around in golf carts. It's almost like being on a cruise, kind of, but you're on land. You know, you got like stuff to keep you entertained and a lot of cool amenities. I think they have their own restaurants, stuff like that. But from what I hear, it's pretty expensive. So I don't know. I guess he's going from the trailer straight to luxury. That's it. Trailer to luxury. Well, it was fun while it lasted. So we'll see what happens, guys. And like I said, I'm on vacation. I'm going to try to keep you posted when I get back. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my song. Stay tuned for that. All right, guys. I hope you have a great day. Welcome aboard to all my new subscribers. Probably from being on this trip, I almost doubled the size of my channel. All the content from Cape May. Hey, glad to have you all aboard. I appreciate it. And it will inspire me to get the content out there and do more work. Try to make the videos more professional. And that's going to be, I'm going to need that for doing this cruise video. I appreciate the thumbs up, the subscribe, all that stuff. That's great. All right, guys. Hey, time to wake up. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next one. Let's see if Tim gets underway today.